Hey everybody and welcome back to another episode of Loop Hero. It's been a few days for me since I last did a recording. My partner's been doing some night shifts, so I didn't want to disturb her too much, so I've laid low on the last few days. I was also a bit ill this week again, so I think it's been like 4 or 5 days since I did a Loop Hero recording, but I wanted to get back to it. We've been having some pretty disastrous times recently. The game is really starting to kick a butt again, which is a good thing. It's kind of strange that we beat Act 4, like, first time with the Rogue, but just since then we've been, like, getting stomped on. But, it's fine, we'll overcome it. I think on the last episode I went back to check and we did another 2-run episode where we died quite early as the Warrior, I came back as the Necromancer and died again immediately. So it's the turn of the Warrior again. We are slowly upgrading our camp, which in theory will mean that we're getting stronger and stronger. I can't place any more items for now, which is slightly upsetting because there are things I would like to place, but hey ho. Warrior turn again, and let's edit this deck. So, for one, we're not going to do the desert thing. I don't think it works particularly well with this character. And in fact, I don't think it works well with either character. So the idea was to place the Oases to reduce their attack speed to get less of their effects to proc. But honestly, I think I'd prefer just to keep doubling forests and thickets. I think that's stronger. Rocks and mountains, I don't mind. They're not super necessary, I think. But it's nice to have the HP, and suburbs are quite nice. I'm quite happy with this combination. Beacons. Here's a question. Do we want beacons in the deck? They are a damage up for us because of the effect of one of our supplies. Where is it? It's the brass candlesticks, isn't it? Yeah, so the hero's damage is increased by 5% when he's in the range of a Rhodes Lantern Beacon, and we have 3 of them, so I feel like it's not terrible. This is plus 15% damage, so... And I wouldn't say no to damage. We're not going to put Storm Temple in the deck. My dreams of using Odin just to smite everyone will still have to remain a dream. I only have like 2 of those mirrors. What else am I thinking? So we had outposts in last time, I think, which was quite nice, and we feel like this is too dangerous. So outpost is literally just for the boss battle. It does mean that like we lose our boss loot, but it's so helpful against the mirror fight, where unless we have insane attack speeds, we can't break the mirrors fast enough. So I think just this added help is nice enough. We're also not sure if the Smith's Forge is that useful for us because, again, they have a lot of counter, which is kind of a pain to deal with. But I think for now I'm going to keep it in. I think everything else I'm pretty content to fight. Battlefield doesn't feel too bad. We do get good loot off the living armors, which is a nice thing. The other thing I have been considering is placing spiders back in the deck just to try and get more card generation so that we can place things down a bit faster, because I think we can deal with spiders pretty easily. The other one I was considering was ruins to fight scorchworms close range again. As easy as spiders, but we just have to be careful with the artillery on them. I think if we're going to do that, we'd remove wheat fields, which I don't mind fighting either. It's just difficult, really. Like, we want to oblivion the things that come from the forest and thickets. Okay, I think we'll try this. I think we'll just leave it as it is. So we're not running Vampire Mansion again, because I think sorry. Vampire Mansions are okay. They give decent loot in the mid game, but I think sometimes they make battles a little bit too difficult. Sorry, as I'm discussing this, I'm just wondering if I do keep it in for that and remove wheat field. Probably should have come into this and thought about this a little bit more. Okay, let's try this again. We'll take wheat field out. We won't fight the scarecrows, which do make battles a bit easier, but we don't really need that. We can do damage to all on the warrior. So we'll ransack our villages, and hopefully they'll give us better HP later. And I think we leave everything else as it is. I won't use chrono crystals to try and like super spawn enemies. Okay, let's go with this. First thing first is to equip our items. And then we have Arsenal, and Arsenal will just place it on this long stretch here. So what we're looking at the put on the inside of like these knots, probably vampire mansions, but also spiders wouldn't be terrible. I need to start planning where I'm doing river. River will weave down here, I think, and then we'll have mountains in the top. So as I said, first recording of this new session, not played for a while. I might have to get my feet under me first, but I'm getting more and more confident that we're like closing in on a victory with either the Necromancer or the Warrior. I think on the Warrior actually we have had a run recently where we just got to the point just before fighting the boss and then died, which was sad, but it shows that we can get there. Right, our first beacon. The map's kind of awkward for how I want this to play out, but we'll place a beacon here for now. I want to try and place as many beacons and road lanterns around here to block Lich Palace spawns, so that we don't have to Oblivion them later. And to that goal, I'm going to put a road lantern here as well. We could have used the Arsenal to block it, but as I said, I really like to place stuff on the knots that are more useful to us. First river. I have considered using rivers for other uses, but it's kind of hard to think of what the next best case is. It feels like attack speed is so insane that you just have to go with it. But I have considered trying to put it around suburbs to gain more XP faster, but it's kind of hard because you have to put a suburb next to a suburb when there's a suburb down. So it'd be easy to tie a river up, which obviously is not productive for play. As usual, first loop is pretty free for us, even though the first loop is way harder on Act 4. But we're dealing with enemies just fine. My opinion has changed again. I did go back to a brief period of... that was exactly the same, I don't know why I swapped it. Of only putting thickets near here. I think I might use some forest and double them up to give us 2% attack speed instead. Just because we are under pressure early on and we do need the damage as fast as possible. I'm not against Oblivion these later on, but for now I think we need the attack speed as fast as possible. Attack speed is just damage up for me. There are ways we can gain more benefits on this character, namely Vampirism. So attacking faster makes it proc more, which is good for us. But right now, we're not too worried. It's just basically raw damage for us. This is just better. Still waiting for a first ring. But it'll come soon enough. We're doing a plus pattern here. This corner's kind of pointless. I might use it to place a forest in the future. As I said, it's kind of weird, Act 4, and with the changes we've made to the deck, because we don't normally fight lots on early loops, unlike the other acts where I feel like this character, we just stack like damage to all and then place as many monster tiles down. But loop 3, still looking pretty comfortable. Would like a few more enemy spawners though. I'd like to see a spider thing as soon as possible. I think I might put a spider thing here actually. I was going to say I was put a vampire mansion here, but I'll just use a spider spawner to block the spawns around here. That'd be fine. Thickets. Just need to make sure I'm careful where this comes out to, but I'm probably going to go to the like here and then start weaving down again. That's less defense, so I'm not interested. 3 slimes on a single tile. Interesting how that's happened, but I'm not complaining. We should be able to deal with it pretty comfortably. Remember, we have 11 potion slots as well right now, so looping around and being just alive and well is not a bad thing for us. Right, our first vampire mansion, that will go here. We might get a Lich Palace spawn here as well. Maybe I should consider putting one there. But as I said, I wouldn't mind seeing a few spider things right now. Honestly, I prefer the magic damage. Retaliation damage, I think it's okay, but it's not incredible. Because really, you don't want to be getting hit to like proc it. Nearly on our 3x3 mountain, and we have our first town. Unlucky spawn here, but it's early enough that we should be able to deal with it. Hopefully get some decent loot. We've got an Oblivion as well, which I would use on the Goblin Camp if we can spawn it fast enough. We had to drink some potions there, but that's fine. As I said before, the potions just let us play more aggressive early on. And we've hit our first level. We can have 3 more traits or 35% from a counterattack during evade. We've never really stacked evade, but it's probably worth considering it. And the hero rushes into battle head on his first attack has a 75% chance to stun each enemy for a second. You know what? Let's try that again. I used to take this all the time, but I haven't been taking it recently. I feel like the effect's kind of weak, but if we can get attack speed high enough that we can just kill enemies before they get an attack, then that will work out really nicely. We do want a little bit of damage to all. I'm not super high stacking it anymore. I thought it interrupted the skeletons with slow and the ghouls, but I don't think it does. Lots more mountains, and let's duplicate a forest. I have no real use for this Oblivion right now, but I will do fairly soon. Oh, we have a level 4 shield as well. Yeah, just give me more defense, please. Getting close to spawning the first boss, I need to be a bit more aware of that. I've sort of been just freewheeling it right now and just placing things down willy-nilly, but I think we can get away with it right now. We do have a revive as well, remember. I would like to not blow it on the first guy, but if we have to, we have to. Sure, let's keep using an axe. I would like another mountain tile just to use this Oblivion as soon as possible. I won't place a Bookery for now because I'm running the risk of... what's the word? Swapping my Oblivion, so I definitely wouldn't place it. Here's our first Harpy spawn. As I said, we 3x3'd the mountain to give us more HP. So our HP's pretty tidy right now. Outpost. I'm glad that we picked this up first. I forgot to put it in the deck. That was kind of a bad place for the Road Lantern. I might even Oblivion the Road Lantern. But I won't. For now, I would rather remove the Goblin. Oh, I say I'd rather remove the Goblin Camp. Maybe we should just fight Goblins. Here's a spicy opinion. Maybe it's worth getting the XP off Goblins. We have a decent amount of damage to all. I say decent, we have 5, which is okay for now. I am just a bit worried that they are normally a pretty difficult enemy. More evasion, sure. And things are looking up so far. Even more evasion. Do I want it? Not really. Actually, I don't think I even want this. So let's keep duplicating thickets. We have a first Smith's Forge. Where would I like Smith's Forge? Good question. Maybe here. Kind of an interesting spawn, as I said, the opening bit. I could have it here as well, but it's a bit dangerous. Yeah, let me have it here. As I said, I'm not sure where these Lich Palaces spawn. I expect we're going to get loads up here. And maybe there, but we might get some down here. So it's not a waste. Loop 5 now. Again, we might spawn the boss in this loop. Very much depends. We've been a bit unlucky to not get a spider... I can't even remember what they're called now. Spider sacks or hives. Because they really spawn lots of enemies for us to fight. At the moment, we're really relying on slime spawns. There goes some of our equipment, which is okay by me. More. Where does this go? Honestly, I'm fine with that. I might leave it, because we're not spawning enough enemies right now. I'm a bit concerned that we're just looping, like, endlessly without fighting. Finally, we've picked up a decent ring. So let's equip that. I would like to fight the boss sooner rather than later, especially now that I've filled up my potion slot. Ooh. Yes, please, Vampirism. Vampirism is the one thing that really benefits us. Okay, here's a spicy thing. I'm going to Oblivion that because I think I've misplaced it and placed that. So we'll lose the boss loot, that's fine, but we'll have some allies and they will take damage off us. It's like a damage, HP up as well. HP and damage up. For now, I think I'm just going to keep placing forests down the sides. I'll just fill this gap up for now, just to remind myself to do it. Harpies are pretty tricky right now. This has been like my counter for using mountains to gain HP at the harpies, because they just prolong fights by evading continuously. Honestly, this is early enough to take this. I picked up another outpost. Okay, thank you, crossbowmen, for helping me. I will ransack this village, because I still think it's early enough. Probably should have waited to pass the start then to do that, but okay, we'll also deal with this. The outpost I don't want to use. The spider cocoons I do want to use, but I wanted to use it there, but I can't anymore because I'm done. So we'll place it here. Bookery I'm happy to use now to trade some of our items out. Can I place a suburb somewhere useful? Not really. More forests. I don't feel the urge to double right now. And let's go. I think we'll comfortably beat this boss, honestly, unless we get very unlucky. We're not quite at full HP, but we have 9 potions. Some extra defense up. Our allies are taking hits for us, which is what they're there for, so they took 2 hits off us. And here come more potion drinking. Yeah, just keep downing those potions. We want to pick some more up for before our next boss battle, but we are going to survive at least. Nice, we lose the loot, but it is what it is. So they will be very useful for our next fight. Rocks and forests, I think I still like the HP. And there's a level. Can get more resources, we can stun the target. 10% chance. Okay, that does scale with our attack speed, so I think we're going to take that. I don't think I've ever taken Blade of the Dawn, but there is a potential option of doing that if we start using the temporal beacons to speed up time. And forest, I'm just going to keep running down the side here. That's annoying, but we'll deal with it in the future. I would have liked to keep Vampirism, but I think I'm going to keep leveling up our loot. So one of these living armors has spawned. They're kind of annoying to deal with, but we'll deal with them. What does spiders have? Oh yeah, venomous. I think I mentioned in a previous episode there is an achievement for dying outside a battle, and I presume that's how you do it. Let's see how these goblins are going to be difficult. So every creature's attack increases its damage by 1.8. That's kind of scary. Goblin's confusion has no effect while the leader's alive. Okay. Like to attack the leader first than we are, so we're going to be okay, I think, in this battle. Nice. Keep placing the forest down, more attack speed. Would like a few more rivers, I'm not going to lie. And honestly, I'm just thinking now, do I really want to gain much more HP, or do I want to start using just mountains to be selective up there? I think I will start trading these at the bookeries now. Road Lantern, I can't make any use of you. But I don't really want to trade you either. So I think I'm going to place you in a weird place that I didn't expect to place. Down here. Honestly, I wouldn't mind taking the skill for a handful of Oblivions just to remove the stuff around here. It's super annoying, but it is what it is. Right, I don't want to place you here because you can spawn skeleton boys. So let me place you up here, just away from everything else. And we've got another village, so this will spawn a bandit camp. But I think I will deal with the bandit camp. I think I'm going to place this here just to pick up some HP. Okay, bandits, sure. Bandit camps, again, something that I would like to Oblivion, so the trait with a handful of Oblivions right now would be very nice. Finally, some rivers are showing up. And the loop is starting to get harder now, not going to lie. So I think I am going to trade this rock. It's not HPs that's a problem for us right now. This guy, what a nuisance. But he has given us some nice loot. And Vampirism, okay. Vampirism I did want because I want to be able to heal. And I think I'll trade the regen off now that I've got Vampirism. That is a lot of attack speed. Sorry, a lot of HP for us. But no, I'm okay for now. A first battlefield of the run. It's really weird how cards show up. Like, we've looped 6 times and we've just seen our first battlefield. Oh, God. And where am I going to use the battlefields? Battlefield. I could place them up here. Like here? Yeah, sure. Forests I'll keep placing because they are attack speed and I like attack speed. And I will take retaliation damage up, magic damage up, and damage to all down. Our damage to all now is pretty low. Mountain I think I will still place. And we're about to lose all the damage to all, I think. But the damage up, okay. No. I am not interested. Right, duplicate thicket, and we've dinged. Oh, the defense up is pretty good. After killing an enemy, your next attack will deal 2 times loop HP extra damage. It's also nice because we're spawning multiple enemies. So I think I'm going to take that. It doesn't help with the boss, but it helps to kill ads. This mountain I will continue to place up here. Suburbs can keep going down here. And I think I will still use another cemetery. So a ghoul fight, we do have 2 damage to all. It kind of negates the vampirism they have. Which is nice, it makes the fight a little bit quicker. Still going to be a long fight for us though, we're going to take a big chunk of damage. We are really using potions right now, so I'm a bit concerned about making this loop any harder. But soon our attack speed is just going to start rising. It's really like rivers of what we're missing right now. Yep, keep taking away my equipment, give me defense, I like it. These harpies, man. So annoying. Another thicket here, doubly. Oh, our attack speed right now is plus 56%. That's pretty nice. We're coming close to summoning the second boss. Honestly, I feel like our attack speed should be a bit higher than it is before we fight it. Yeah, I'll take Vampirism, thank you. Vampirism healing 8. Aha, rivers. Things are starting to come together now. Would I like to place another Smith's Forge? Probably. Where do I want to place it? Honestly, I think keep placing them along here. That's fine. I have just mentioned that I don't want to make the loop much harder. I've also got Forest in my hand, which I don't know why I didn't place. But, I don't know. The defense ups are so nice. One more river, we get a times 8 on this one, which would be nice. Spiders don't worry me too much. And there's our times 8 bonus. It's nice. Keep placing mountains down. Honestly, give me the vampirism. This is going to be annoying because one of these is a quest one. This is where evasion would be nice instead, because they just always counter it, so our attack speed up does nothing for us. Honestly, it's a toss-up which is better to Oblivion. It might be this at village tile, because we are getting chunked down by him. We might even die here, honestly. No, we should live. We still have a few potions left. But they're so horrible to fight with the attack speed build. I guess it's, again, good design from the developers to have the forests and villages spawn them, but just counter them innately. Level 8 ring. Comes with counter and vampirism. Honestly, we need the HP right now. And attack speed is starting to rise. Attack speed 69, nice. Bandit camp, sure. We'll deal with bandits. A lot of evade on these guys too. We completed a quest, that's why we got this item. It has vampirism on it again, but not what I'm interested in right now. Sorry, it loses vampirism. I say I'm not interested in it, am I? No, probably not. We're pretty low on the old HP right now, I'm not going to lie. When we have some tricky battles coming up, we've at least picked the defense up, and that chest wasn't a mimic, so we just healed off it. Honestly, I'd like the vampirism still, please. Again, hard to release skeleton. It's fine. I say it's fine. We might die. Oh my word, we're so low. Damage up here? Give me HP, please. Oh, I've spawned the Act 2 boss. Not paying attention. Okay, we're about to die, I think. A village I can use to remove the slime tile, but honestly I think I want to fight the slime. And I can get a beacon here to help us with the boss battle. Honestly, I think, and I don't have it, we have 56 HP. This is going to be really rough. We're going to die. Let me look at the equipment, please. Oh, nah. I can't take it. Evasion up, though, maybe we have to take it. Is that our only way to survive now? So here's the issue we have right now. I would like evasion because we basically need all the luck we can take. But if we get a single target, we might be able to kill it just off vampirism and heal up. Please give me something insane. Phantom protection. Honestly, that's what we need. It means we have a plausibility of winning this boss battle. Keep letting rivers down, please. And a vampire mansion. Honestly, I don't want to make the loop harder. We're struggling. So this phantom shield was perfect. It lets us heal behind it, but we're not going to heal much. But honestly, like, we've picked up 100 HP right now. And we've really rolled well with thickets. Attack speed is flying up now. Okay, we really need the oblivions now. That won't be useful. That will be useful. So we only have to fight 3 of these guys. Unfortunately, we hit the vampire who's going to spawn the bats, but it affects them more than it affects us. We're definitely not going to level before the boss battle, but we're in a much better place than we were. I still think we die on the second act boss, by the way. But we're nearly half HP just because of the phantom shield. And I've mentioned it before and I'll say it again. Some of our best runs have been when we nearly died and we came through it. The village gives us a bit more HP and we go into the boss fight. We get the phantom shield again, which is kind of interesting because most of the loop effects don't proc in the boss battle. I still think we die here. We still are picking up HP. We're starting to get really nice attack, nearly at 100% attack speed. There go our eyes. But I think this is where we're now going to struggle, because we can't kill mirrors fast enough. They're doing 250 damage a hit. We do have 1 revive, remember. But I don't think it's enough. 1 hit from dying. Okay. Vampirism is going to be pointless. Retaliation damage is pointless. Just give me more damage. What else can we do? We're not going to ever heal enough of the vampirism. Give me more defense. And... I think this is what we have to deal with. Honestly, maybe we just take evasion. Yeah, evasion, please. We only have 14% evasion, but we just need to evade attacks by luck. That's how we win now. Doing okay. We're not doing okay. We died. Honestly, this loot isn't worth keeping. It hurts. As I said, that is such a hard fight for the warrior. I think we're going to run it back again. I think this was early enough to go for the Necromancer. Edit our deck, though, because we don't want that. I don't think we want that. Or that. We do want that. Just trying to think. We probably want this as well. Now, here's a question. Does Beacon really benefit this character? It is a damage up. But we don't have effects on the skeletons to really make attack speed incredible. It's just summoning skeletons faster. I think we take that out too. This is kind of spicy, but Smith Forge is okay. That's probably good in this deck. Battlefield's not terrible in this deck. Do we Storm Temple it up? I think I'm slowly losing my sanity again. First episode of a recording session. Storm Temple is in theory okay because it's less likely to hit us, but it's still kind of bad because it's more likely to hit the skeletons. But if we have enough attack speed, is that an issue? I think that's a throw pick, actually. I'm not going to do it. I think everything else I'm kind of happy with. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. Come on, Necromancer, you can do it. I really don't know why the Necromancer starts with 2 books, but hey ho. He does this, so we'll deal with it. This we're going to replace here, and let's go. So, the story is the same. I've not taken HP because we have skeletons, and I'm hoping the skeletons can effectively act as HP for us. So I'm going to look at trying to get as many skeletons as possible, and then just taking attack speed off our forests. So we'll summon lots of skeletons fast and just hope we don't get targeted. Now in previous runs this hasn't worked because we still get targeted. But I think that's the best way of dealing with this act as a Necromancer. I think we're just missing a tiny little bit of luck. Where am I going to put this? The map's not a great spot honestly for the winding river, but let's stick it up here and here. So we'll go river and wind. But I don't know, it's so weird. We were so strong with the warrior, but we just seem to be having a real struggle with him right now. And I feel like a part of it is from the deck building aspect rather than anything else. Perhaps we need to just take more evasion. Maybe it's so much more important than I'm making out. Sorry, just taking a sip of water again. More growth. This is fine. The game plan is before. We're going to block spawns around here to stop the Lich getting so many Lich Palaces. We're going to use a Blood Grove so bosses die a little bit quicker. Unlike the warrior, we do pretty well against the Act 2 boss, so there won't be any worry there, but recently we've been struggling to get past the Act 1 boss. But honestly, I think the last few times we've died on the Act 1 boss, it was basically just some really bad luck for us. Like him just targeting us out of 4 different possible targets, and then just beating us down. It's kind of strange as I said, I feel like we're closer with the Necromancer than the warrior to winning. Which I wouldn't have ever thought before, but here we are now. Honestly, I'll take this on the right ring, I think. Summon quality I quite like, and maybe I'm respecting evasion a little bit more. We've passed go again, or the camp as it's also called, because we're not playing Monopoly. What am I looking for? Blood Grove would be a nice get to place here. Other than that, nothing particular. Rivers, I guess. Rivers would be nice. Ooh, much higher attack speed. I don't think we take it just because we're building it up elsewhere. It's not a stat I'm really desperate for on my items. Honestly, +1 skeletons is kind of one of the things I'm looking for right now. We picked up our first battlefield. Battlefields can just go along this long line. Suburbs keep making a plus, and the thicket. The river's going to have to come down here, so the thicket can go there, just as a marker. Again, this isn't quite optimal play because really I should place it here. Or here, but this is better. But honestly, I'm just too dumb. That's what it's coming down to. I need the marker, otherwise I'll forget what I'm doing. Max skeletons +1, yes. We've been rewarded by giving us loads of thickets, because this is probably how I would have placed them anyway. And we have a first Smith Forge, which I want to place on as many tiles as possible. But I think I can only do this on 2 now. And I'll place it right in front of me. So we can deal with living armors better on this character because they take 1 damage, but we have multiple allies. Forest can keep going up here. And we're looking pretty good right now. I said, oh, worry now is HP. Because I've taken the rocks and mountains out the deck. So our only way is gaining HP is off armor. And I think you only gain it as like a magic shield, so it's kind of scuffed. That's what I'm saying. It's pretty scuffed. Honestly, I'm going to place Smith's Forge here to block a spawn. And we have just a better upgrade on the Grimoire. Goodbye, Luke. Again, nice for the crossbowmen to come here and help us on this battle, which we just don't really need. Defense isn't what I'm looking for. So yeah, we're very glass cannon, I appreciate on this run. We're a glass cannon. Road Lantern, nice. Road Lantern will go round there. Blocks the spawn. River, doubling things up. And we're going to get our first tower. What am I looking for right now? Maybe villages. But honestly, Bloodgrove probably up first. It blocks a spawn and helps us beat the Act 1 boss. Max Skeletons. Hello. Summon quality, attack speed, defense. So summon quality is really nice. I'm going to take this on the right ring because we can get more of the bone guards, and bone guards are pretty good defensive tools for us because they protect us. So I think summon quality is really good. I mean, every stat's good, but there's some more good than others, I think. I think quality, it might even be more important than the skeleton level, actually. Which is a bit of a flip from how I started this, where I thought the level might have been better, just having really strong skeletons rather than the upgraded versions. Got so many thickets at the moment, not complaining, that's really nice for us. I'll place a bookery up here, because I don't have any use for this wheat field. The cemetery I have got a use for, though. Just go there. But what's this level 2 ring, by the way? Regen, not interested. The forest I will place. As I said, we have tried runs where we've just flipped the forest into thickets. But I feel like we need the improvement faster. So this guy very nice for us. We like those fights, they give us typically good loot, and we have max 1 skeletons. So we'll make the trade. I think I'm ready to fight the actual boss. So I'm just going to keep throwing tiles down. Now this is a card I didn't respect. I've mentioned it before. But I think I respect it right now. Just on the off chance it like duplicates a river, it's so nice for us. As I said, I didn't respect this because, I guess because the previous acts are easier, so you're more likely to get cards because you can make the loop harder. But I was like, the 10% chance, why would you do it? Because it's not giving you like a completely different card out of your pre-built deck. It's just giving you something that's in your deck anyway, and you get the cards. So like, why would you worry about it? And the reason I guess is that you can place multiple good cards when they come up. Another bookery. Honestly, keep trading my cards. And I think I'll keep doing it. Not the thing I'm really looking for to get duplicated bookery, by the way. River, though. No. That's fine. That's kind of fine. Honestly, these aren't too bad either as the Necromancer. They are a bit of a nuisance, I'm not going to lie, but they're not the end of the world. Beacon, I will block a Lich Palace spawn by placing it here. I will block a Lich Palace spawn by placing it here. So you spawn the boss. That's fine. For now, I'm just going to Oblivion something around here. Let me Oblivion the tile in front. A forest. Handful of Oblivions again would be nice. I would take that right now. And this is why we're still running the suburbs in the deck, just to level as quickly as possible to try and get some useful traits. Do I want to trade 9% skeleton quality, a bit of defense on them, and a bit of attack? You know what? I think we are beginning to outgrow that ring. Let's make our skeletons live a little bit longer. So we're currently summoning 4 skeletons, which I'm all for. We're currently summoning 5 skeletons, and again, I'm still for it. So we have +1 to skeletons, I think, on everything? No, just this ring. Just rings that we're not got them. Still no villages at the moment, so that's going to be traded. And honestly, suburb is fine. And a river is fine. Duplicate the river? No. That's fine. The other thing that's interesting that I kind of want to try to do, but I'm not really going for it this run, is try to spawn 2 bosses at the same time and see what happens. Does it just block one, or do we have to fight both of them? Ah, village. So village is good at blocking spawns of these, but I don't really care for that right now. So I'm actually just going to place this directly in front of me. Give me the quest. Okay, let's put it on the most annoying unit normally, but I think we can deal with it. This fight is free for us because we don't attack it. Or, like, we do only when we summon max skeletons. But I don't think we'll ever summon max skeletons. So we basically can't take the damage. We will be taking our loot if we die, because that's another exquisite mirror. And I've told you my dream plan, to have as many exquisite mirrors as possible. That's probably not going to be good. I think it was 3 fights before the boss. Bloodgrove would be a lovely drop right now. It's probably the only thing we're missing. Although I don't think I can even place it. No, it blocked the spawn. Okay, it's pointless. Oblivion, I suppose, is now the best card we can get. I feel strong enough. We just need a bit of luck. Village. Have we ever tried Village Battlefield? Not that I really want to do it, but I don't remember ever doing that. Let's place some by here. Bandit camp, fine. We'll deal with bandits. That was really stupid, actually. I don't want that there, but oh, we'll deal with it, because we could get Skeleton Archer in a fight against one of these guys, and it's kind of a long fight. He's currently attacking us, which is pretty annoying, rather than a whole ensemble of skeletons. I'd like a guard, please. Oh, never mind, we killed him. Did we pick up better loot? Would I trade a max skeleton off for more quality and more level? Maybe. I mean, that's just better. You know what? I think I will trade the artillery skeleton. It's not really what I'm looking for right now, but I can see why this is would be a bit controversial. We still have enough to take all the target, and that's kind of what I'm doing. He is just guaranteed damage, though, the one in the back. I still don't think our skeleton's going to survive a hit anyway, so it is a bit pointless. It was kind of looking for the future. Right, he's starting to target us. Thankfully, we've got a guard. And we've lost him, so he might start targeting us. And he is. Out of everyone, he's attacking us again. So we're going to die and get respawned. Please don't target me again. And he is. So we're going to die. We're going to lose this fight. Like, is it just me? Am I losing it? Why do I get pure targeted by this boss? He basically only switched targets when we summon a Bone Guard. By the way, we are keeping this as a set. Oh, I don't know. Maybe a drastic deck change is needed. But I think I'm going to cut it there. Again, sorry this has been such a bad episode. I don't know what's going on right now. But there's something not working, so I'll make some changes and we'll try and beat this again. If you've liked the video, as I said, leave a like, comment, subscribe. It all helps, and we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.